This is the EPICA Countertop, what's it called? Compost
Composter.
bin, composter. So this is for inside your house. It's on Amazon, and I was gifted this for my birthday. So before I go into the actual device itself, the reason for it is more important. Approximately 20% of the waste that goes into landfills everywhere is food waste, which is banana peels, orange peels, choppings of pineapple husks, and leftovers that people throw in the trash, which that right there is one thing you should never do. You should eat your food and save it. But if you throw away leftovers at a restaurant, or I'll tell you a story about where I worked at Matt Ford's. This was years ago, a barbecue place. We had full control over cooking for the orders that came in. And oftentimes before a rush, you'd overcook and you estimated how much you were going to need for that particular night. And every night you'd have leftovers. And of course, they would go to the working staff there if the owner was nice, like he was at ours. But what would happen is the cooks would overcook even extra. So pretty soon they noticed that it was being taken advantage of. And the owner says, "Hey, I can't absorb these kind of losses every night. Now you're not allowed to take any leftovers home anymore." So everything that got cooked and not eaten by customers was thrown in the trash. And that not only happens in that situation, there's probably multitudes of different types of situations like that. If someone's not good about maintaining their stock the right length of time, it gets thrown away. If what's some other reasons? This, well, yeah, the schools are forced to take things the kids don't necessarily want. And I'm not talking about anybody specific for, uh, you know, lawsuit reasons, but this is happening, that they get stock that is forced on them and the kids won't eat it and it gets tossed in the garbage. So commercial kitchens are probably much worse offenders than a home, but if you multiply the number of homes across this country compared to number of commercial kitchens, it's staggeringly higher. So just in one lunch, actually, for me, this thing is a gallon and it's already got a banana peel and an orange peel in it. And routinely people just throw that in the garbage and it's no big deal. But you could sit there and let this thing fill up. And then if you have an outdoor composter, you pour this in every day. And this is nice stainless steel solid device with a good carrying handle. Instead of throwing it in the garbage, throw it in this. It's got built-in charcoal filters this doesn't have smell-o-vision on it, but no smell when the lid is on at all. Ants aren't going to get in it, nothing. Take the lid open and instantly banana orange smell. So it really works. The filter really works. And then what you do is you just wash the bucket once a week is what they recommend on the thing. And these are inexpensive, but it's a lot better than tossing all your stuff in the trash can, which lately governmental trash and business trash companies in your area are now going to start requiring that you throw your food waste into probably a specific container if they ever assign one at your home. But the thing is, why not use this in your garden? If you're growing vegetables, if you're a gardener, why not keep this, throw it out in your rotatable compost bin, which they're a lot bigger, but create yourself some good nutrients that you can throw in your soil and grow some plants. And by growing the plants, you're helping remove carbon emissions from the atmosphere, which makes our air better. It helps everybody, right?
Growing healthier food with no pesticides or
right. You grow in your own garden, a vegetable garden, and you're not using pesticides and things, and you're eating what comes out of there. So this is basically step one. Instead of throwing all this stuff in the garbage, I mean, you don't think it's very much, but literally, if I ate a banana and orange for lunch every day, this thing's going to be full in about 5 days. And this is a gallon of waste that ends up in the landfill for no reason. It can literally go into crops in your backyard, maintain the health of your soil, help your plants grow better, bring some worms in and this and that. And so the things you could put in here obviously are peels, leftover foods. You can even put brown paper in these if it doesn't have ink on it. So if you get like a brown paper bag from a delivery place or fast food place, you can throw it in this bin, and then it goes in and rots away in your compost heap outside when you drop it in there, and doesn't end up in a landfill somewhere. So it's real beneficial. This thing's made great. It's inexpensive. I don't remember what it costs. It's like
$35.
like $35. It'll last forever, this thing. Now it did say, I have not looked at the price of the filters, but you probably need to replace the filters every few months. I think it said 4, but I mean, realistically, I'm not sure that you really need to do it that often. I mean, if you started getting like odors from this stuff, just dump it more often and wash it out, and you're back to square one every time, right? So I'll do a video in the future of my outdoor compost bin, and I'll be dumping this stuff in there to start it off. And like I said, don't put 20% of your stuff in the landfill where it's just going to take up land mass and cause a lot of pollution and waste of space and everything else. Do something about it.
Your face looked like Elvis with their